When the cameras rolled and millions of viewers tuned in, no one expected that a live television appearance would turn into one of the most humiliating moments for Meghan Markle. And what shocked people even more was that the clash came at the hands of the seasoned journalist Diane Sawyer, whose reputation for asking tough, unfiltered questions has made even the most confident stars squirm. Meghan, already one of the most scrutinized women in the world due to her controversial exit from the royal family with Prince Harry, walked onto the set that day expecting to control the narrative. But things quickly spiraled out of her grasp as Sawyer pressed her on the very issues Meghan had worked so hard to avoid, including her strained relationship with the royals, the criticisms of her lifestyle in California, and the accusations of hypocrisy that have dogged her since she left palace life behind. And while Meghan tried to remain poised, offering carefully polished answers, Sawyer was relentless, refusing to let vague responses slide and cutting straight to the contradictions that many critics had pointed out over the years. The tension in the room became impossible to ignore as Meghan's composure began to crack under the weight of the questions, her voice tightening as she struggled to defend herself without appearing defensive. And the audience, both in the studio and at home, could sense that the glamorous Duchess was losing control of the conversation. At one particularly heated moment, Sawyer bluntly asked why Meghan had continued to publicly criticize the monarchy while still using her royal titles for global recognition, a question that drew audible gasps and nervous laughter from the audience, leaving Meghan visibly flustered and scrambling to regain her footing. And though she attempted to pivot to her charitable work and advocacy, Sawyer pressed further, demanding clarity and refusing to allow Meghan the safety of rehearsed talking points. What unfolded in those tense minutes was less an interview and more a verbal sparring match, one in which Diane Sawyer's years of experience and her razor-sharp instincts gave her the upper hand, and Meghan's polished media image took a severe blow as her discomfort and irritation became increasingly obvious. Social media exploded almost immediately, with clips of the exchange spreading like wildfire. Commentators divided between those who felt Sawyer had crossed a line and those who argued she had merely asked the hard questions everyone else was too afraid to raise. But regardless of where people stood, the overwhelming narrative was that Meghan had been humiliated, caught off guard, and exposed on live television in a way she had never been before. The fallout was swift, with headlines around the world seizing on her flustered expressions and clipped responses, and critics calling the moment a rare glimpse behind the carefully curated facade of a woman used to controlling her image. For Meghan, who has always prided herself on her ability to command the spotlight and project confidence, the clash was more than just a tough interview. It was a public unraveling, a reminder that no matter how carefully someone manages their public persona, the truth has a way of breaking through when the pressure is on. And Diane Sawyer, calm, unshaken, and unyielding, became the unlikely figure who stripped away the veneer and forced Meghan into a raw and uncomfortable spotlight that she will likely never forget. In the end, the clash was not only a headline-making television moment, but also a turning point that revealed the fragile balance Meghan walks between her public image and the controversies that continue to follow her. And for millions watching, it was proof that even the most carefully staged appearances can descend into chaos when a strong interviewer refuses to back down.